What's up, Neil?
I bowed out a little earlier.
Well, you got hop slam right, bro. Bell's Citrus Hop Slam, double IPA, 10%. Anyway.
Only 10.
Only 10. And it's very citrusy, tastes really good. Not as bitter as the OG. But here we are, season 4, episode 9. Feels like we just did episode 8. But they're coming fast and furious now, but we have a super special guest with us, the one and only SavvyMac. Dan Savich, what's up, bro?
Woo! What up, Savvy?
Savvy on my way!
Yeah.
I think I got that message. You said Savvy on my way.
Savvy on the way.
I think a fitting song.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
So, those that don't know, Savvy was one of our teammates at University of Detroit Mercy. We played soccer there. It is a D1 school. And you actually, was it your second year playing? Or was it your first? Because you had to sit out a year. Not to.
One. Second year when we won? When
you scored the biggest goal of fucking UDM history.
It was my second year, yeah. I came in the same year as Neil, but didn't play that first year.
Right, but so it was really your first year of playing.
It was my first year playing, yeah.
So, I mean, kind of like, almost like a redshirt freshman. You got to train and
I
shit.
got to train a little bit. I was hanging around, watching games, pissed off that I couldn't play.
But that was my senior year. That year that we played Milwaukee in the semifinals.
Yep. Cold. It's so cold in Indianapolis.
It was in Indianapolis. It was around November 1st, around that time frame.
Yep.
The game was actually, remember, we played Loyola.
I remember the Loyola
And
game.
if you remember, I got nutmegged.
Mm-hmm.
It was a routine. I went down to do a forward dive and squirted through. We went down 1-0.
I remember that.
And then we scored, and then remember Geese went on a fucking tear like the left wing and scored like across, and then he just fucking slid and scored, fucking blew his ankle out. So we ended up winning. And, like, that totally saved my senior year.
And Geese didn't play only a couple minutes after that. I remember his ankle was bad.
But then there was weather or something, because the tournament, we were playing Milwaukee in the semi. But then whoever won had to come back the following
Yeah, we had to go home and then we had to go back.
So that Milwaukee game. So we played 45-minute halves.
Yep.
In college, counts down. So 90 minutes. We went down 1-0.
Yep.
It was I wouldn't say a soft goal by me, but it was one of those ones.
It was
Hard
controversial.
shot, far post.
But if you remember, we thought the ball went out of bounds. And 4 Acres stopped running.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. That's right.
And like we all stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got a
4
chance.
Acres, I was like, it's out of bounds.
Yep. And then they got the chance, and it was a good finish. But we freaked out because it was like, the ball's out of bounds.
We got the video, we found it. After 25 years, it was in Paul's garage.
Oh, that's awesome.
Still works.
It's awesome.
So, they score, I think, maybe in the first half, we go down 1-0, I think.
Yep.
And then kind of deep not deep, but midway second half, SavvyMac comes up with the fucking biggest goal ever. And
real quick, Dario fucking whipped the gun, he had a Dario move.
The whole play.
And then
Dario started the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And then pass it to, Blackwell started, or not Blackwell, Thomas started to get it to Dario.
To Dario.
And then Dario did a fucking move that only Dario can do, and then pass it to Blackwell, right?
I believe.
Somebody.
No,
and
Johnny T.
Johnny T.
Oh,
Because you can hear you in the video.
Johnny, one more. Johnny, one
You
more.
can hear you from across all the way.
And
your brother Paul was recording.
And you were just fucking cruising
Yep.
down the right side.
Yep.
Got a perfect ball and fucking finished.
Finally did something.
So we went 1-1 through regulation.
I like to say that too.
And then we played for like 4 days after that.
Right, 1-1 in regulation. It actually was snowing at some point
cold.
during this game.
Uh-huh.
And if you remember, Butler had to play someone right after us.
Yep.
So we played 2 15-minute overtimes, no golden goal.
There's no golden goal.
And still 1-1.
Yep.
Played 2 more 15 minutes, sudden death, golden goal.
Yep.
Still nothing. And we go to the shootout.
Go to the shootout.
And that was where We were 2-2 after the first two.
Dario missed.
Mm-hmm.
Georgie hits the weirdest fucking PK ever that goes in and no one even knew if the whistle ever blew or not, but we just went with it.
Yep.
And then it bounced over the goalie's hand, too.
And they were down.
His foot, too. Like,
So then we were down 4-3.
We were going to lose.
We were going to lose. Last PK, that's it. And I've said this before, but I will never forget. Now, at this point, there's this huge crowd because Butler's playing still.
Yep.
And they've been waiting now for like an hour and a half.
They've been waiting. Their fans are there.
And someone screamed out right before that last shot, "How nervous are you, goalie?" And I'm ready. And I will say it's World Cup time. So I'm going to fucking talk and go about I don't even give a shit. It's my show, right? And Savvy, you're here. We're soccer people. You're an OG Vardar guy, right? Two-time national champion, 93, 95.
Yep.
mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Cocoa Beach and fucking
West
Phoenix.
Palm,
right?
West Palm.
Oh, West Palm
Yep.
and
West Palm and Phoenix.
and Phoenix. The amazing Vardar 77.
77.
Yeah. Mike Lupinick was the coach, who I coached with at UDM soccer, helping him with the women's side. And Savvy, you missed it and didn't get this cool alumni shirt because we weren't.
I used to get all that stuff though too.
I got one for you.
All right.
You look like an XL now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Next
you're
time.
looking good, bro. You're looking good.
I'm a little bit
So
thin
back to
right
the
now.
game.
Yeah, I think he's wearing
So
like a
was
medium.
it was David Marshall, right? I believe he was taking their kick.
Marshall. I remember
It's
Marshall. I
Marshall.
don't remember his first name, but he was good. He was.
Yeah. How
he
nervous
was
are
like,
you, goalie? So the biggest thing about PKs for a goalie, for me,
Come.
the biggest thing you can do is just stand on your line from the second it's called. Don't get caught up in the emotional bullshit. Stand there and watch who's coming up. Watch them from the second they say this guy's taking it, the walk up, the setting the ball. They're going to give something away at some point.
Mm-hmm.
All this stupid fucking pausing bullshit,
You don't like the stutter?
stupidest thing ever. Kane the other day fucking nailed it. You know who does that? I'll tell you in 1 second. But
Bruno tried it from Brazil.
the pause in that, if a goalie's, you then just hold your ground.
Mm-hmm.
The second you see that first pause, hold your ground. Because then they have to make a decision. If the goalie stays here, what the fuck do I do? That's the problem.
Yep.
And then from there, you watch hips, you watch everything else. I mean, there's other giveaways as they're going up to the ball. Like, you should be processing everything for literally the minutes leading up to everything. And it gives you the best chance. And the pressure's on those motherfuckers, especially now when these guys are 6'6" in the goal.
Yeah, big dudes.
Right? So anyway, watch everything. He goes, he shoots it to my right. I fucking read it early. I actually kind of save it back here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I immediately got up, pointed to myself to the crowd and said, "How nervous do I look now, bitch?"
Mm-hmm.
But we still weren't done.
We weren't
'cause we're
done.
still down. We needed to bang in our fucking fifth.
I think Timmy was the fifth.
No.
No?
The motherfucking faux dog, 4-acre.
Was
Four-acre.
Faux Dog? I thought
Dude.
Faux Dog started it off.
No. Number 1 was Thomas.
Oh, yep.
Thomas,
Faux dog.
then Tim, then Dario. Or was it Thomas, George? I think it was Thomas, Tim, Dario, Georgie, then 4-acre.
Faux Dog.
And 4-acre was the best dude. He would just go up and, like I said, Harry Kane it. He had his spot, just fucking drill it.
Yep.
And the thing is, everyone forgot about 4-acre. That dude was the leading scorer ever at like Oxford High School. He scored like 80 fucking goals in 4 years. Like, he had a touch, you know. Drills it.
Yep.
And then Peter Metz comes up, the left footer.
Left footer.
And I dived to my left.
To your left.
And I caught that bitch.
Uh-huh.
And I just threw that bitch to the side. And then Pickler,
Sweet
Yeah.
pick.
a.k.a. Dan Connor.
And that was one of the
That's
best.
fucking waddling up there.
Because the videotape we have, obviously, if it was said or it wasn't, but your brother Paul.
Yeah,
was,
Paul recorded.
Paul was recording the whole thing.
That was the best thing. And then you went, and you walked away and you went, pick. Fuck yeah, it's fucking Pickler. He's not
Come on,
gonna
Picks!
fucking
That's
miss.
how it's so clear. Come on,
Fuck yeah,
Picks!
it's fucking Pickler. He ain't gonna fucking miss.
And I will say, Pickler was the master. I never saved one of Pickler's PKs, even in practice. Never.
Didn't he hit an important PK years before? Like in a semifinal game before Neil and I were there. I think you guys beat Milwaukee or you beat somebody and Pick hit the winner in that one.
It's very possible because we had actually 3 shootouts in my career at college.
Yeah.
Freshman year, sophomore year. Freshman year, LaSalle, sophomore year, Green Bay, we were 8 seed. They were number 1, and then senior year, this one. So I saved that. Pickler comes up there. But Pickler is the best because he would almost do the stutter without doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He would just walk up kind of slow, read the goalie, and then if the goalie didn't move, he was very good at putting it to either corner.
Yep.
And then if they moved, he just put it to the other side. He was very cool, and that's exactly what he did. You watch the fucking PK, and it like almost goes in so everyone fucking goes
Very
like
smart.
that was the best thing ever
That was awesome.
in soccer career. And looking back, remember Kenny Lasky always used to keep track of all the fouls and shots and shit. That game had 88 fouls.
I remember being a bloodbath.
The sheet only had enough for 40 on each side, but each side had 44 fouls. Handwritten was 41 through 44. We won that bitch. Came back a week later, and then that was when we beat Butler 2-0.
Yep.
And fuck, I'll never forget Solon being in the crowd just screaming, "We're going to the tourney!"
we're going to the
Blackwell
tourney.
scored
Going to
the
the
best
tourney.
goal ever. You
Blackwell
scored
had
the
a good game.
biggest. Blackwell scored the best.
Blackwell's goal was awesome. I remember Georgie's goal to go up
Georgie's
1-0.
The far side bend. I mean, you know it was a goal the second he got that ball.
And then
Georgie don't miss that shit.
Mm-mm.
and then
He started the season against Western with almost something like that too.
one thing with George was like you just knew something was going to happen. You knew that he was going to put the ball in the net at some point.
Uh-huh.
Like, and with that team and with
He
all the
was-
seniors
he
and the
was so
grinding
efficient.
that we had, it was
And
like
yeah, Vela was doing the work. Georgie got the
That's a-
ball. Geese would be fucking going crazy.
That's a
Bring
really
Rich
good
off
point.
the fucking bench.
Because you look at, like, I'll just say Erling Holland right now, you know, like Messi, you know. They don't have to do anything. Just, they know there's going to be a moment in the game where they're
that was George in college.
Yep.
So like even with our teams that weren't good, like the teams after you,
You guys still did well. You competed.
Our junior year,
you
we
just
did
knew that
great.
he
but
needed to have a chance. If George gets a chance, he's scoring.
Absolutely.
And that's all we needed, like, it was-
Marcel and Emil came in. You had
Yeah,
Birdie
even
come
Marcel,
in. You
too.
guys still
Marcel
had
was
strong
cool.
teams.
Yeah, I mean we weren't as
Well, you
strong.
like to go. I mean, the stuff to replace those shoes. Look at that thing right over there. You
I
showed
saw
me.
it.
Oh,
I
you
saw
did?
it.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
saw it.
I will say I went to, well, me and Neil both did. We went to the Hall of Fame this year because a couple of our guys, Roddick
got
especially,
in, yep,
and then from
Bedell,
the 40, yeah, Bedell.
younger
Great
dude.
player too. Obviously after us, and I didn't
Yep.
really never knew him.
Long
or
time
anything.
coming for Roddick.
Roddick was amazing. Though.
Yeah.
Right.
He was
I mean,
awesome.
if you're growing up in Michigan around the time that we grew up, and one name, Roddick. You say Roddick, everybody knows who Roddick is. Roddick's like Messi. Roddick's like
Straight
Ronaldo.
off the
Like,
boat, Pollock. I can say that.
Lefty,
Nicest
too.
guy ever. I still say I don't even know if he was left or right footed because he was just so awesome.
Yeah,
So
awesome player, awesome
Dice
guy.
people left and right, but also the nicest guy. So wouldn't even everyone else would talk shit for him because he wouldn't say a goddamn word.
Yep. No, he's perfect player, perfect dude. Never had a big ego, even though he probably could have because he was the best.
Like a four-time first
and
teamer or
super
some
smart
bullshit.
dude,
Oh,
too.
fuck. I think he just fucking retired.
He just retired,
No
an
shit.
IT guy from Rocket Mortgage.
Which means he's like, not even like 55-ish? I mean, Jesus Christ,
He's
Ryan,
young.
great job, bro. God damn it. No,
Yeah.
those are such awesome times. But, so, obviously we talked a lot about soccer. It's World Cup time. But going back, in those times, intermingled in there, were some great fucking musical experiences for us, right? First of all, warming up for games. Do you remember any of the songs that were, like, on...
I know one song.
What song is it?
That's Rusted Root. It's Savvy,
From the world?
Savvy on the way.
Well, do you remember when our SID helper made a mixtape for us and we were warming
What
up?
was that guy's name?
I don't remember, but he had the Boy Toy wrestling song on or whatever. Who is the wrestler? Boy Toy?
Oh, it
Someone
was,
help us in the crowd.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, yes. And we're warming up. And, you know, it's whatever, some like hype music or whatever. And all of a sudden, this Boy Toy WWE or whatever Shawn Michaels song comes on. It was Bella. Walks right over the fucking table. Is like, you better get this fucking shit off right now.
John or Jason? Jason? His name Jason?
Jason.
sounds familiar.
It was Jason.
Yeah.
No, he
Then
was such a
then
nice
he would
guy.
walk around with his
Uh-huh.
WWE
Yeah,
wrestling.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So I do remember that, but you know, it's funny how sports and music always goes along. You
It was
go to
always
sporting
fun.
events, you always have it playing, but you're warming up and everyone
Warming
kinda
up,
picks songs.
music's on.
So
People
are
are
you
coming
the
to
guy,
watch.
like on road trips, you're going to the game, we're in those sweet vans, and would you listen to music on headphones? Would you, or were you?
I didn't bring any headphones. I was just
I wasn't
listening to
that guy either.
whatever
was on the
anybody
radio.
else put on.
Yeah, same.
And then, depending upon how lucky you got in the van you were in, who's controlling the radio.
Right.
And then there would be some shitty rides because you'd be stuck with
I
people.
don't even remember like locker room anyone bringing a radio or would be playing music ahead of time.
I don't
Anything
remember
like that,
music
you
in
know?
the
We
locker
were just
room.
fucking hardcore fucking soccer dudes, and then would party after.
Just remember being like thinking we're lucky we got to the game. Like I remember, I remember one
Was
of
it
the
Loyola
first.
of my senior year where they were ready to
showed
fucking
up-
make
we
a
showed up
score
late.
feed?
We
showed up like an
late,
hour late,
'cause
and then we beat them.
And we beat them in overtime. I remember
They
that
hit the
game.
crossfire too, like late. And I'm like, ah, fuck you, get it on target.
We get in those vans, and
Crap shoot.
Pakovitz is driving one, Kenny's driving the other.
And you gotta stay together, so
You
you're
gotta
both
stay
going
together.
85 to 90.
There was no GPS,
No.
and I remember I specifically
I was that
remember,
driver for 2 seasons with the women's
I
team.
did it
dude.
after
I'm like,
you. After you was when I did it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that you. That's right.
I remember the Loyola game specifically
Oh,
because
totally.
we're driving and we're late, and somebody hands the map behind Pakovitz's head, and we had to take the guys that were starting had to get into the one van because the other van was doing something. They're going to go try to find a phone to communicate with Loyola that, hey, we're late. So the starter's van, we're going to get there.
Right.
And the map gets thrown back, and the map is in my hands. And I've never been to Chicago before.
No.
And I'm just looking, and I see on the map Loyola University. So I'm like, all right, Matt, this is where we're going. Where we went, the field wasn't there. So they had to direct us to their new field down the road.
That's right.
And we showed up like an hour late.
They're ready. They were so pissed. They wanted to call the game. So
Well, they could have called again.
they
but-
totally could.
Probably.
They were
But-
nice to let us play, and then we beat
And
them
then we beat
overtime.
2-0 in OT.
Fuck yeah. I love that. So you know what's funny? I'm all over social media now, right? The World Cup's nuts, and I filter what I respond to. But I saw this one guy's post, and he said that he's like, "Oh, you think you know like old pro soccer?" He goes, "I remember the US ISL days, which was USL
Yeah.
right before the Dynamite."
Uh-huh,
right?
yeah.
And I'm looking at his roster, and Tim Howard's on it, and this guy's a goalie.
Mm-hmm.
And he's number 23, maybe third string usually if you're 23. But what I noticed was he played at St. Joe's, which is where we got smashed our freshman year 5-1 after shutting out Oakland 1-0 my first game, Siena Heights 7-0. Then we beat LaSalle 3-0 in overtime in Philly. We're on. I've never gave up a goal.
Didn't you guys go out there and then had to play on like the old turf?
Had to play on the old like fucking
You guys show up with
Four
these molded,
Seasons,
these
Total
molded-
Soccer, indoor
Yeah.
track, and had no flats.
Four Seasons.
No idea. One guy had the fucking cannon of a left foot and could score from 40 yards willingly.
Yeah.
And then this little dude playing in the middle that was faster with the ball than he was without. It was the most... I let up 4 goals in like fucking 30 minutes. I got yanked. Jay Wood. I'm like, hey dude, I played against you. And he's like, oh, that was the year after my senior year. I'm like, yeah, we got fucking pounded. But you know what? Even in those times, you still had a fucking blast with everyone. And that's the only thing I ever missed. I
Road
never
trips.
missed playing after college. I just missed the locker room, the fucking road trips. Even
Road
though they were
trips,
miserable.
yeah.
You hear people talk about it all the time. Like all of our friends talk about like how what school they were at, road trips, and before games, after wins. Like,
Oh.
those were a blast. Like sitting in hotel rooms, even though
What
we
about
weren't
the what?
staying at the greatest
Oh,
hotels.
fuck no. We were red roof in, 4 men to a fucking room, dude. Nuts to butts everywhere in
But
those fucking places.
it was still fun.
It was
It's
amazing.
funny.
And I love that we were there. I would never trade that for anything. I
Right.
could have went to so many other places, but what we did at UAD, I will never trade that for anything. It has given me so much from them, so much else just through all the people I've known over the years. Fucking amazing time.
It was an amazing time. It
And
was,
I'm-
and it. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, and Cal says, amazing time. And I'm going to piggyback that with a totally different story, but I remember having my best dip of my life. I think you and I were juniors. I think we went to Milwaukee and we swept them. Milwaukee and Green Bay. Or drive back. Trip. And I fucking put a dip in, and that was the best dip of my life. You know, like, we were all fucking rowdy and
I remember that trip.
out, and, you know, like,
remember you were already gone, and it was our junior year.
Yep. Right.
And
that's a big road
we go
trip,
to Green Bay and Milwaukee, and we're not supposed to do anything.
Nope.
And we upset Green Bay, and then we got to drive down to Milwaukee and play Milwaukee like on a Sunday.
Thank God you did it that way.
Yep.
We did it before you played Milwaukee first, then drive up to Green Bay so you can drive home fucking even further.
And then we're playing Milwaukee. It was
Thanks,
good at that time.
That was a good game. That was a good game. Yeah,
comes
DP.
up big with that goal. So I remember that game like it was yesterday because I got subbed off. Morris is yelling at me. And they put DP on, and DP scores within like 5 seconds.
I think I might have
and
assisted that goal. I don't know.
Cool.
But it doesn't matter if I did or didn't. I know I assisted the goal when we were juniors. We beat Butler.
Yes. And
Or no. Seniors.
When you went to the final.
Oh, yeah.
You guys beat Butler.
I wasn't there.
I
was
because
gone.
I got ineligible.
Was that when me, Keith, and Georgie drove down for that game?
Yeah.
In Paul's fucking Ranger?
I think I was there too.
Was that all? Did we go in Paul's Ranger, or did... No, you went separate.
I was separate, and I was sitting on the bench. Something happened where Mo was like, dude, we need... Come on the bench with us.
Yeah, me.
Like, I was gonna be like an assistant coach. Like,
Me,
I was
Keith,
like, I just graduated, bro.
Me, Keith, and Georgie took Paul's F-150. Keith was shotgun. Georgie was in the back mixing up drinks. Which meant he was opening up like Labatt Blues and pouring them in solo cups for the drive.
JIC, just in case.
Right. I was driving. Keith and Georgie were having the beer.
That's awesome.
But no, did we go to a basketball thing in Indianapolis? Were you over there at the same time?
I went to a couple basketball because if you remember, like my brother-in-law Dan Hemler was the sports editor for the Varsity News. So I worked for him as a sports writer.
So then you would go to all the shit.
It's so funny. I tell people this story all the time because like
I love it.
He recruited me because on Mondays and Tuesdays you get free pizza at the VN. He's like, come get some pizza, and then I would end up writing a soccer story. So he would get money to go to the tournament, the MCC tournament, and then when we won and went to the NCAA, like
for basketball.
Yeah, for basketball, like there was Varsity News had money to give us to go travel and so I was at. Oh man, I remember being at Green Bay for a tournament. I remember being at Wright State for a tournament. The Nutter Center.
That was the one time me, Tim, Amy, and someone went. And we went for the tournament.
But it was unbelievable. It was an unbelievable.
Fucking hammered all the old U.
There was a joint across the street from the Nutter Center called something in hot dogs or something. And nobody was checking IDs.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was unbelievable.
We were there.
It was so much fun. But I remember too,
Glover sent me an old picture of all people somehow. Oh, because he must have been there. So Glover sent me a picture of me, Tim, and Amy. It was like right after I probably graduated a year. It was on that, their miracle runs. So it was like 97, 98, 99. Had been around that time. Right. So I'm a hanger-on by that point, just trying to finish school, 5.5 years. But
I remember going to
engineering, fuck you guys.
I remember going to NCAA games. I went to the one in...
So first was St. John's
in Chicago, and I was a photographer, so I was on the floor sitting next to like Sports Illustrated. These guys got these massive cameras, and I had this little shit fucking camera,
the disposable,
and I was like, and the people are like, what are you doing? I'm with the Varsity News, man. Who are you with?
UD, bro.
I'm with ESPN.
That is hilarious, dude.
And then the following year, we were in Indianapolis. I was on the
that
floor
was when
again.
They beat UCLA.
And I got a better camera, but it still was a little shitty camera. Like there was no reason for me to be on the floor. But it was awesome time. And I remember I think the Chicago trip. Quarter was with me, and he was on press row. Sitting with like all the big journalists, and he's sitting on press row like.
Right, because you have like the announcers on the first level, and then up behind were always like the press people. So that's cool.
That was a fun time. I mean, the time that we were at U of D, Like I don't know if there could have been a better
I tell
time.
you what.
Maybe there was like times back in like
Well-
like 70s, but like when we were there, the basketball team was unreal.
I'll say I don't.
I like that.
Other than
you
maybe
said 70s, maybe. but
early
with
70s,
the basketball
because you
team.
did have the fencing national championship, which is their only national championship, and those fencers still fence to this day, which helps keep them in Division I status.
Yep.
Biggest fencers
2,
ever.
but you're right. In our era, so in '96, that we were the first NCAA qualifying team, besides fencing, since basketball in the like '77 or
It's
'78.
like when Dick Vitale was coaching.
Yeah, so it was like almost 20 years.
Yeah.
We were the first team to go to the NCAA. Then right after us, baseball won the MCC title. Went to like the College World Series qualifiers. Women's soccer won the title, but they didn't have the automatic
They didn't have the
qualifier,
automatic.
which they got screwed totally. But if you remember, we didn't have the automatic qualifier until my senior year. That year we won.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought it was
Junior
always
year, if we would have beat Butler in that game where Solon got red carded and we gave up the late goal.
Did Jeff get red carded too?
No, it was
No.
just Solon.
Oh yeah.
And then, but you know what? Maybe by the end, I don't even know. But, where was I going with that?
As far as the automatic qualifiers.
We'd have to play a
Oh,
second
yeah. So
game.
if we would have won that game, we would have had to play Central Connecticut State to actually make the tournament.
Butler played them at
then
Butler. I think I
beat
remember
them,
that. There
and
was
I
snow
think that
on the
was the year
ground
they
there.
also beat Indiana.
Yeah, and
Remember
they-
Butler
And then
beat Indiana.
they lost to Portland. Maybe they went far
Yeah.
away. That
Yeah,
game.
they're
No,
pretty
Butler
far.
was amazing.
Yeah,
back then.
Butler was really good.
That was our biggest rival, and then Milwaukee was number 2 while we were there for sure.
Yeah.
But
But in your early days, like LaSalle was good.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame was good. Evansville was
Evansville.
How
good.
about when we beat Notre Dame, bitch?
I wasn't
Oh,
there.
You
I
were
was
there, but
I
not
was
playing.
there. Yep. I saw Rich Gerspacher.
That was
not
one.
too
I'm
long
sorry,
ago.
but that was
Rich,
one of
I-
those games where we actually drove the day of the game. Beat
Yep.
them. Bunch of people stayed, got busted for drinking.
You came home though. I remember you
Me,
came home.
Thomas, and Geese for sure went home with Morris in his rental car, and we had to drop the rental car off so he could just go home. And then, but yeah, we drove home. Everyone got busted for drinking because Johnny T went and got a couple
Johnny
cases
T.
of beer, which is
Big
I always
win.
like that kind of
Big win.
big win against Notre Dame. You never fucking beat them. We beat them 1-0. They blew a PK over the goal in the last
Yep.
fucking 3 minutes of the game.
Yep.
Me, Jeff, and Solon verbally abused that guy
Yeah.
so bad after he missed it. Do you remember that?
Yes, of course.
Just surrounding him,
sucked.
screaming. No cards back then, ever.
He was like a blondish, kind of gingerish too. That shot that. I think did he hit the crowd or did he just blow it over?
Blew it over
Blew it
so
over,
far.
yeah.
Screaming, ball don't lie, bitch, right in his face. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you guys
And
yelled at
then
him.
everyone's just fuck. It's not like you're going crazy. It's 2 cases of beer amongst like fucking 20 people, right? Few beers apiece, tops.
Is there some girls in the room though too?
I have no idea. I wasn't there.
I don't remember.
I wasn't there either. I mean, I was
actually,
there,
I
but
think-
I didn't.
Now that you say that, there might
Giant-
have been some hiding in the shower or a closet and pack of his car. I was like,
It
get the
was
fuck
Giant T
out of
and
here.
Bella and maybe I don't know. But I don't want to throw anybody on the bus.
No.
But, I mean,
Johnny,
It's like
I just
3 or 4
remember
people.
Johnny T got the beer. I remember that because he had a good idea and everything. Or he was old enough at the time.
Yeah, you probably
So,
just-
yeah. But yeah, those were the fucking best. So we started though with Savvy on My Way. So we went. I mean, Rusted Root was always one of my favorite bands in college. It was actually Vela who introduced me to them with When I Woke, their first album, and after seeing them numerous times. But yeah, we went.
I've seen Rusted Root. I think I've counted 16 times, and I
Really?
and I haven't seen him probably in 17 years now.
that's a good call,
That's
because I think I've seen him
crazy.
probably like I'm gonna say 10 times. I don't
I've
know.
seen him in
I
some
think
But,
cool
yeah.
places too, man.
Yeah.
Like I've seen him here in Detroit at St. Andrews. I think
St.
I think
Andrews
we
a
went
bunch
to
of
one at St.
times,
Andrews
Uh-huh.
Hill Auditorium in Ann
Mhm.
Arbor.
That's the one I think I remember with.
In
for
every
sure.
one, I've seen him at Pine Knob.
They
Every
were
show,
open.
every show is awesome.
Yeah,
I think the best place that I've seen him, and the most memorable Rusted Root show was at Chicago House of Blues.
Oh, nice.
And Pauline and I were living in Chicago, and a couple
Yeah.
friends came out. Amy Shepley was there.
What year would you say that was?
Probably 2008.
Right.
It was before my oldest was born. I was living in Chicago. We went to House of
Uh-huh.
Blues. And a funny story, I tell Amy this all the time when I see her too, because we were hanging out.
I see Amy at shows all the time.
Yeah, she's
Marking
awesome.
them,
I've
yeah,
seen
she's the
Amy.
best.
We were
Pretty
hanging
similar.
out pre-concert at the Big Bar at the Hyatt on Upper Wacker, and we could walk right to the House of Blues, and it was back when you could still smoke in the bar, and Amy was smoking, and we were drinking, and something happened where I moved, and her cigarette went up my nostril.
Oh, well.
Until this day, I tell her, like, you stabbed me, and it was the worst.
Burned all those hairs.
It was the worst feeling possible. And then I had to go to the concert with this, like, cigarette burn up my nose. But that ended up being, I think, the best Rusted Root concert that I've ever. I don't know if you've been to House of Blues Chicago. It's
I
a
haven't.
tight, small
No.
little
No,
venue.
not at all.
That's
I
the
was
best.
we were right next to the stage, and the place was going nuts. It was
It's
really
like the St.
cool.
Andrews show, like the smaller
Mhm.
theater type. I saw him at the Taft in Chicago or in Cincinnati. I'm sorry, in small theater,
Yep.
and it's just so conducive for their sound
It's awesome.
and all those different instruments and shit.
Yeah,
And
so-
then when you
You
get
turned
there,
Send Me on My Way into Savvy on My Way at one point. Yes, we
Sure.
We went to a show.
that's the name of the song, bro. That's
Yeah,
what
it
it is.
had to have been.
By the way, it is the name of the song.
Right. And I think it was probably the State Theater back then, Fillmore, or maybe the Fox, and I think Klein went with us to a show.
She probably was there.
Uh-huh. And did you go that one year when we went to Klein's for New Year's Eve? There was a bunch of
No.
us went over. Oh shit!
I wasn't there.
Were you there for that? And it was like me, and I think Thomas went. Groovy was there.
No, I wasn't.
A bunch
I
of
wasn't
us.
there.
Shepley was there.
I probably was there.
I think you were there, Neil. And all I remember was, I mean, we're not used to like having parties like for people. Like Klein like had all these hors d'oeuvres, like pigs in the blankets. And
I've been to her New Year's party
oh, yeah,
before.
Like amazing,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
So, at one point, me and Guri snuck upstairs, preheated the oven, put all the pigs in the blanket in the oven.
Like they weren't prepared yet. Like
Oh, they were made,
All
but
right.
they haven't.
They
They
haven't
need to
cooked
be
yet.
cooked.
You wanted
So
to
me
heat
and
them up.
Guri snuck up there, turned the oven on to preheat it, put those in, and then proceeded to eat every single one of them. And they went to go make them. They're like, where are the pigs in the blanket? Me and Guri like, we ate them. Come on, we were like 22. We were stupid and not the best. Those were so much fucking fun. So I was trying to think, 'cause all I remember is going to see like Rusted Root with you for sure. Did we ever go to any other shows?
I remember being at other shows, but I can't tell you like who. Like
Well, did you ever go camping with us?
I didn't camp with you guys, but I showed up.
Okay.
And I didn't camp with you guys, but I
It was
hung
at
out.
a show, okay.
Yeah, we were like camp up in Holly or whatever.
I don't
Like
know
drive
what
to
show-
Pine
was
Knob.
there a Dave Matthews band
Probably.
in there? Like
Maybe even a Neil Young or something.
Maybe,
just 'cause a
I don't
bunch of
know.
us went or something.
I remember, again, young and
Oh,
like being at Pine Knob for concerts and just running around. Like,
just summertime.
Yeah.
It's the
just
best.
summertime was fun. And you're out in the parking lot beforehand.
Oh.
You're on the hill. Like
Speaking of Groovy, the one time it was like one of those like 89 acts or 96 whatever concerts at Pine Knob.
Yeah.
It was like 7 bands, and it ended up being me and Groovy. But it had Agents of Good Roots, the Wallflowers, Duncan Sheik. There's actually some pretty big for one of these things, and all I remember is me and Groovy sitting on the rocks as you would like walk past at Pine Knob as you're going to get all the seats. We never left. We sat there literally for like 8 hours, just people watching, just having a great old time, drinking some beers and shit.
And listening to music.
But
Pine Knob's so awesome.
It is.
For anything.
It
Like,
really is.
we were at Pine Knob a couple summers ago. We saw.
the sound is really good too, actually.
I saw Nate Bargatze.
Okay.
The
That's what I want to
comedian.
get in.
Yeah.
and
Wait, who?
Nate Bargatze
Yeah.
He's a comedian.
Oh,
comedian.
okay. At Pine Knob?
at Pine Knob.
No shit.
It was awesome. It was an awesome
Did they
show.
have the
Just being
hill
at Pine
open?
Knob is so much fun.
But was the hill open for
The
that?
hill was open. It was packed.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Because I remember went to a Crosby,
Yeah.
Stills and Nash show at Pine Knob,
Mhm.
and they only sold pavilion tickets.
Oh, really?
So the whole hill was closed.
They didn't. Did they think they couldn't sell the hill?
I don't know if they wanted to have it kind
just
of more
wanted something
intimate
small.
or something,
Yeah.
but outside still. I mean, they could have done like a Meadowbrook, I
It's
guess.
funny you say that. I can't even believe but a comedian at
There was like they
that's-
had
I
like
know,
four, they had like
That's
4 or
about
5 that opened for them. It was
17,
hilarious.
18,000 people.
It was
Wow.
big.
It's a
It was
big
packed.
hall.
It was packed.
And that's fun that they do that in the summertime outside.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
cool.
Crosby, Stills on Ash. It was all pavilion, and they did like an intermission because it was a long set. And then at intermission, they let all the old people go up on the hill, smoke dope, and then they'd come out and they'd like start playing that first song. They'd slowly get all the old people off the hill, and
That's awesome.
push it. But it was Pine Knob. It's one of those fucking gems, right? It's been
awesome.
around since like the fucking early '70s or some shit.
There's been some. There was one show, Pine Knob show. I was young, high school, Lollapalooza. Beastie Boys.
Oh shit, I was there.
Yeah.
I think everybody was there.
No,
I
And,
wish I was there, but I wasn't.
so
And like the things that I remember about that show, it's not about the music. It was just the people I was with and what was going on. And it started raining. We're sliding down the hill on the backside of the
So
hill.
you were
Yeah.
probably on the day I wasn't, because I don't remember rain on my day. And
So a bunch of my soccer
they had 3
buddies-
or 4 fucking. That's what people don't know about Lollapalooza. A lot of them back then. It was a touring concert, and they would do in some cities 3 or 4 shows, like days in a row.
Yeah, the Lollapalooza today is not
No,
what it was.
that was the
before.
fucking best, dude. In that lineup, Pumpkins were headliners, Beastie Boys. I think it was Tribe Called Quest. I think maybe Breeders, like fucking Parliament Funkadelic or some shit. But it was such a great lineup, and I'd said it on so many episodes. They fucked up. Beastie Boys should have been the headliners.
I remember.
Everyone loved the fucking Beastie
Everybody
Boys.
remember.
Not everyone loved the Pumpkins. But what was supposed to happen was Nirvana was supposed to be the headliner. And then Cobain fucking killed himself. So then they slotted Pumpkins. And I'm sure egos might have gotten in the way, but Beastie Boys should have been that headliner. That would have, because everyone was so
Everybody went
hyped
nuts.
after that. And then
I
Pumpkins
remember when
came
they
out.
got on stage. It
And
was
Billy Corgan
unbelievable.
even said, I remember when it used to be cool to be from Detroit. And then everyone fucking just turned south on him right quick. And, you know, whatever.
I'm sure.
But that was a good fucking Lollapalooza. What else do you remember going to?
Dude, like, I've been to some odd stuff. Like, I don't know how old I was, but there's a place in Sterling Heights. It's now called the Michigan Lottery Amphitheater.
Oh, yeah. Used to be Freedom Hill.
Used to be Freedom Hill. I saw Counting Crows there.
Oh, nice. You know what? They were
was
at
a-
Bourbon Beyond this year.
It was
Actually,
it was
the
awesome.
first-
It was awesome.
You know what? A lot of people fucking really love him. You know who loves him more than anyone I know?
Who's that?
D-Man, Nick Donarowitz.
Oh, no way. Uh-huh.
Dude, he went on, him and his wife, just this past year or whatever, I think went and saw him like 20-some times
Yeah.
between the U.S. and like UK and shit.
That's cool.
Paul saw him years and years ago, and he was like, "Oh my god, they were so good." And I've never been a huge fan, but I've never heard nothing but good things about their.
It was
live
an awesome
shows.
show. It's a small, like it's a Pine Knob in half.
Right.
Like, and it's a cool place.
Actually, so Meadowbrook is literally like almost Pine Knob in half.
Yeah.
And then Freedom Hill and Meadowbrook, yeah, they're probably
Yeah.
They're
comparable,
similar.
right?
They're similar.
I've only been to Freedom Hill a couple of times, actually.
I also saw Pauline and I and a bunch of the family saw Cool and the Gang
Nice.
at Freedom Hill. Dougie Fresh was there. That was a fun time. That was cool.
6 minutes.
Fucking Dougie Fresh, the
And-
box.
I'm gonna interrupt real quick. I apologize, but have you guys heard of Joey Valance and Bray?
I have not.
There are 2 white dudes that sound exactly like the Beastie Boys,
Oh, really?
and I'm gonna show you a picture real quick. But I mean, 2 dudes.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we'll play that on the outro.
Maybe.
We were talking about, yeah, or maybe next time. Well, Joey Valance and Bray, they sound, almost have the same beats as Beastie Boys do. And then the one guy just fucking, whoa, bro, what the, bro, you know, and then the other guy comes, like Mike D and Adrak, what they used to do. They're
Right.
almost like a copy, but they have their own songs.
Right. Well,
But
no, I mean,
it has the same beat and
people,
everything.
people are allowed to sound like each other.
And these
As long as
fucking,
they ain't stealing from each other.
I've seen a concert of them. These freaking young kids fucking love them.
Huh.
And I'm like, okay, why don't you? Not why don't you like the Beastie Boys, but like, did you hear the Beastie Boys? It's the
Right.
fucking Beastie. I mean,
Yeah, not too.
and I'm not dogging them at all. I fucking love it. I've heard a bunch of their songs. I'm like, holy shit, these guys are really good. But
Kennedy used to dog the Beastie Boys when I saw that she had a poster in her room one day.
Yeah.
I don't even think my boys know who the Beastie Boys are.
So yeah, how
They probably know who
your
Joey
boys are
Vance and LeBray or whatever. LeBray. I just added LeBray tar pits. What?
LeBron's haircuts. Awesome. But yeah, so your kids are like sports and stuff all over.
Sports
road
and video
trips. What
games.
does that sound like in the car? With
You know what?
music and that, or do they have headphones?
It's pretty boring, man, and I get pissed off. Like, cause we travel a lot with them.
Do you play music and be like,
I'll
hey
play-
guys,
I'll play
this is
music,
so
and I'll say, hey, and we'll play a game too.
My
like,
kids would get so annoyed with me when I
a
do
song
that,
comes
but-
on, and I'll give them.
I know who
like,
this is.
if you can guess the name of this, and I'll give you 4 band names. And can you guess? And they'll be like, who the hell is that? But they're so consumed on their phones, and we were out in Phoenix, and we were driving in the mountains, and I was just like, dude, like, look out the window, like,
Yeah.
and see what the hell's going
Yeah,
on.
it's beautiful.
Were you around Camelback Mountain?
We were.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I know you played in your national championship in Phoenix. I'm sure you did. You guys hike that mountain?
So we went up to this old deserted, I forget the name of the town, but it was near Camelback Mountain.
Yeah.
And we walked around. It was a tourist trap, and you spent money there. But it was cool. It was fun to see. Some other places, like my oldest and I were up in Northern California. He went to the Stanford soccer camp, and we had a day off, so we drove over the Golden Gate. We went up to Richmond, and we drove by the prison. And we went over to Berkeley and walked around Berkeley, and then we drove back down the Bay Bridge. Like if you've been out there, it's unbelievable. Like it's like, but
Totally.
if you're not looking out,
Right.
and you're
And
looking at
seeing
your
it
phone.
and knowing
My kids
and
are a little
experiencing.
bit older, so they were pretty consumed, but I don't think as much as even kids, that are 5 years
Well,
old.
hell, I mean,
or
let-
whatever,
Not
It's just
to
crazy.
be honest, but when we were kids, yeah, I mean, our parents took us, to Washington to see the Civil War. I fucking, of course, looked, but
Yeah, nothing
Maybe-
else to do but look out the fucking window.
Right,
And
we
And
didn't
listen,
have
and listen to music.
listen to
Yeah.
music or sleep.
Yeah.
I remember road trips.
Or
like,
fart.
you know,
Or like in our college years, study. Like we used to
What?
do in the vans all the
What's
time.
that? What's
Yeah,
that?
I was
What's
a
that?
The
big-
reason why
I was a big studier.
5.5 years, bitch. Too many nights on 4th North. Right? Keith got his ass thrown out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
He lived in Paul's basement. Nicest guy ever. It was caught in crossfire. Let's get the podcast to Cincinnati. Poor bastard. Oh my
He
God.
fucking loved it. It was good that it
I
was
will
at
never
Paul's for that
forget
moment.
the time
He's the best roommate.
He was the best.
Mm-hmm.
Best
It actually
roommate.
was
And
awesome
I
that
still.
he got thrown off because then he got to live with me and Paul and everyone and Dario and Paul's
Fuck,
house.
I wish I
I
kept-
lived with him. In
I wish
my
I kept
Redford
in
house.
touch with him more. Like, I've been texting with him lately because soccer, and we're talking about the World Cup games and stuff. But I could come back to the dorm at any time and be pissed off about whatever, and
Yeah, and you're here,
Keith's
first
ready to
off.
go. And Keith didn't care. He's like, hey, let's
Always
whatever,
ready
let's
to
go.
go.
Blankets
I love
in
that.
the window so you don't know what time it is.
Yep.
Yep.
Order time.
What? Okay.
He's the best. He's the best.
You ready to watch a movie at 3 a.m.? Sure. He's your guy.
Watch the same movie that we watched
same
yesterday.
You might catch something different. So, if you had to think about a forever 5, Savvy.
I got a 5. I think
Oh,
my
yeah,
five, my
you're
five,
right.
my 5s are easy. I mean, one you probably already know, Rusted Root.
Yeah.
Just they bring back just so many memories of just everything of
Just fun
of
shows,
the
too.
fun
Like, seeing
times.
them live, there was almost nothing more fun.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
you said, you saw him like 16 times. I think I've at least
That's
saw him
crazy. I never
9,
knew
10 times.
that you saw them that much. That's awesome.
Yep.
I think Blues Travel, real quick, is the band that I've seen most. I think I've seen Blues Travel probably like 10 times.
Yeah.
But with your Rusted Root, I can't believe you saw him that many times.
If I had time and I was really like going to count, I'd see where they're at and I'd go.
So
Such a good
actually, him and Dirk Miller, who was like the second guitarist pretty much with the band, they do Uprooted, and so I flew to Pittsburgh.
I saw.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Saw them at
You were
some
close.
point.
That was really cool.
Dude, there was like 200 people there. It was so awesome. We met him after.
Yep.
He's playing,
I
and,
can't
like,
believe you did.
and he's doing the kick drum as he's playing.
Yeah.
So he's got the drum going and that, and the song's done. He's like, "Whoa, I guess that gummy kicked in about halfway through that one." You know,
Such a cool
but you know what
story.
I've watched is go back and watch their videos on YouTube from Woodstock '99,
Yeah.
where he's got the bald head.
Mm-hmm.
But holy shit, just watching that crowd going nuts as they're doing like semi-MLA and ecstasy and all that shit.
I think that's
crazy,
what makes them.
They only had 4 albums.
Not a
And
lot.
one of them was like in 2010. So like really, they only had about 3 real albums.
Then you hear "Send Me on the Way" everywhere. You hear him in
Everywhere.
movies. You hear him in
Movies,
in
commercials.
Ice Age, like they
Ice
love
Age.
on Ice Age.
Yeah.
So many commercials.
But the cool thing about, for me, Rusted Root, I mean, of course, the music I think is awesome, and just the amount of instruments that are on stage
100%.
that they play, like it's unreal, it's unbelievable. And then, but
Their
then,
voices are instruments.
yeah, and
You know,
then
totally.
just the group of people that are following them, like it's such great people
Energy.
watching.
And
People
But then
watching,
the
great
energy of the
energy,
crowd
everything.
is
We talk-
unreal.
We talk about that all the time. You know, your concert experience. You know, and oh my gosh, just
And it's shit
And
like
the
that
people.
that keeps you going back 16 times.
And it's fun. It's so much fun. It does, and it, like there's nobody's in fights. Nobody's.
No.
Nope.
There's no problems going on.
People
It's
are
nothing but
dancing,
love.
singing,
And it's
love.
cool.
if you're just sitting at a concert, you go to a concert, and I said concert and then concert. Sorry, I wasn't doing that on purpose, but
Do you need a top
you sit,
slam, bro?
yeah, you sit down. Most of the time, I'm gonna say 99. Do you like this band? You know, and they're like, yeah, fucking love Zen. And then you get into a conversation. Oh, I saw them in fucking Seattle. I saw them fucking here. You know, I'm like, yeah, I saw them.
Well-
and they're like, fuck, are you shitting me? You know, like, isn't that like the best about going?
Well,
Not
they-
the best, but
And
but
they
people,
toured
you
with
know?
everyone, dude.
People.
So you would see them as an opener. Like the first time like they would open for whoever, Blues Trapper. They'd open for this person. And they're like, holy shit,
I've
this is like
seen
the
a
best
bunch
show
of- I'm
ever.
sure
You know
you-
what I mean?
Rusted
And then-
Blues Trapper.
Then you'd see him as the headliner. I mean, you never had a bad show. Who's number 2, bro?
Yeah, Rusted Root's got to be my one. I don't know if they're 2, but they're part of my 5.
There's no order.
Pearl Jam.
Okay.
I can dig some.
You ever seen them live?
I saw them live one time, and I missed them a couple different times. They play like when I was living in Chicago. They play Chicago every
Wrigley
year,
all
and
the
I just
time.
I never went.
Wrigley sucks. Fuck that place.
Yeah, sorry, you probably
Sorry,
didn't miss.
but-
You didn't miss much, but
But I think just
Where'd you see him?
when Pearl Jam was coming up, was end of my middle school, high school years.
Yeah.
Right. And
For
I don't
sure.
know. If you're driving in the car and I hear a Pearl Jam song, it brings me back to those times. Right. So that I think that's
too much.
why I like Pearl Jam so much.
I always love Pearl Jam.
I think Eddie
especially
Vedder's a fucking cool dude.
great singer.
But like their music brings me back to a time that I have a ton of memories of
Right.
things that have happened and things that I would love to
That's
be able to go
fucking
back
rad,
and,
dude. I
and
love it.
realize
Yeah,
again.
you're back and relive your times.
So
dude. That's
Pearl
what
Jam's
music
up there.
does it.
Yep.
Transport and
I
transports you
saw Pearl Jam at the Palace.
wherever. Okay.
I can't tell you what year it was.
I think I saw him at the
I
Palace
didn't
once.
see him at the Palace.
I hated the Palace.
I didn't mind the Palace. It depends on where
I
you
didn't
were at.
really like the Palace.
I didn't like the setup of the
It was
Palace.
Unless
big,
you're
though.
maybe down. But yeah, the Palace.
But you know what else I didn't like? So I've said it before. Like, it's the whole experience, and the experience is like when you're in the venue. But at the Palace, there's nothing going on. Like you drive and maybe you tailgate.
There was nothing around there. There was
nothing
no,
around there.
like-
You're not downtown.
There's
You're
no,
able to
like,
go
yeah,
somewhere.
there's no life around it.
There's nothing.
You go,
Why?
you go tailgate, you leave, you go home.
And the show
you
was
drive
great.
45 fucking minutes home for us if you're
Yeah.
lucky, maybe an hour.
Everybody's
An
driving.
hour and 20.
Fuck
come
that
on,
place.
get
I
the
love
fuck
that
out.
everything's downtown.
Yeah.
You know, even if you got to deal with LCAs and Ford Fields for some of these concerts now, which sucks. But
Ford's Fields.
Ford Field.
Ford's fucking Fields. Who's number 3? Fuck it.
Number 3, I mentioned them, Beastie Boys.
Alright.
Same thing, like Beastie Boys.
So you've seen your first 3 live before,
Yeah.
which is super cool. They were just
anytime you
special.
hear Beastie Boys, it brings you back to it. Like,
Was that the only time
here's
you
a little
saw 'em?
story I got to tell. Like,
Uh-huh.
just Beastie Boys are awesome, right?
Yeah.
And I think a part of the
Drums,
when we were young and Beastie Boys came out, there was a little bit about them that was like, these guys are bad. Like, these guys, like, parents don't like these dudes.
Well, they opened up for Madonna
I didn't know that.
in like '84. Like they were the opener, and like people are like, who the fuck are these guys? Because they're up there just fucking swearing, and
Yeah.
you know, there's like the License to Ill stuff, which was like,
Yeah.
I read, or not read, I saw a little TikTok video, and if you saw it or you have saw it, let me know. The song that, not No Sleep Till Brooklyn, but the, no shit. When they're watching, yeah. Oh shit. But they made this song, hold on, I'll get it.
my favorite party.
Yeah.
They made it to mock everyone.
To mock.
The whole
Thank you.
frat culture.
Thank you. Look at here.
No, Neil, I never
Yep.
seen that. Can you
Yep.
elaborate on
Yeah,
this
yeah,
experience?
thank you. I knew one of you two would know
Oh
this.
yeah, they
But
did
they were
it as
making
like
fun
a knock
of.
on the frat culture, and like they embraced it.
And then,
they
bam,
just
they
kind of
fuck-
stopped playing it. Which that was always the dumbest song.
You
in my
gotta
opinion.
fight.
But
Oh,
back then, I
it's
didn't
totally
really
a
know
dumb
that
song.
was the whole point
Yep.
of it. Right now, looking back,
It's totally a dumb song.
That's not one of my favorites.
Nope,
No,
not
fuck no.
neither one.
No, but it. I mean,
my favorite's actually anything Check Your Head On. Paul's Boutique was sweet, but I love seeing them on their instruments, and those are the songs.
when
I
they're
love.
on there, when they
That was the first-
changed and they
that
went on
was
their
the first
instruments,
time I
it
ever
was
saw them
really fucking
live.
cool. Like Sabotage when they
Oh,
came out,
yeah.
like it was like, what
Well,
is
Check Your
this?
Head even before that, right?
Mhm.
So that was like when that was the first time I saw them. So I'm like, oh wow, this is crazy.
Yep.
So even though like Paul's Boutique, a lot of people say is like their top,
Yeah,
right? You know,
yeah.
which that's fucking awesome
Everybody
too. I love
says
it.
that.
And in fact, some of the songs from License to Ill, because I'm horrible with music, I'm like, oh shit, I thought that was on Paul's Boutique. You're like, that's how much I even know about it, right?
Yep.
All right, number 4.
So my last two, I don't know. I think they're unbelievable. Prince.
Absolutely.
So I
I
saw
was
Prince.
Team
I saw
Prince
Prince.
versus Team Michael.
Saw Prince
You
one
actually
time
saw
You
Prince?
did?
at the palace.
Oh shit, man. Wow,
What
you're
year?
four
This
for
year,
four so
that
far.
year was probably 2005ish.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Yep. And there's that brewery right on 75. It's now like
It was the big something.
The Big Buck.
Big Buck, yeah.
went
Yeah.
to Big Buck beforehand.
I just saw one of those in Ontario.
Oh, really?
A Big
And now
Buck.
it's like an axe throwing place or something. I don't know. I haven't
Yeah.
been there. But went there before, and then he's just unbelievable. He's awesome. I hate the Palace, but he was still.
I never saw him. That's the one.
Neither
time I
have I.
Prince.
Mhm.
Yeah,
A lot of
good.
people. It's crazy how the number of people that have seen him though. You know what I mean?
TJ
That
Flowers,
talk to-
one of our guys,
TJ.
fucking loves
He
Prince.
spent a
and-
week at fucking Prince's compound
Yeah.
in Minnesota. One of our guys,
Oh, sure.
TJ Flowers.
Yeah.
He was,
And
he was an old school like fucking soccer guy.
Yeah.
And,
Fucking
And when,
loves
I,
Prince.
when I'm driving
I love
and I'm
Prince.
changing to radio stations and anything Prince comes on, it's
Real
on.
quick, are you a Michael Jackson or a Prince fan?
Oh man.
I was
I would,
always
I
Team
would, I would,
Prince.
I would take Prince first, but Michael
I'm a-
Jackson's
All
on.
the instruments and
I'm a
shit.
Michael Jansen. Michael Jansen. Yeah, is that guy? That's that
Jackson,
right?
you know, Jackson's
Jackson.
voice and dancing, top fucking notch. Prince's
You know what I watched?
songs and the guitar,
Well, his
and, all
guitar
the other,
playing.
and all the other instruments he fucking.
Yeah.
Dude, he played like every instrument on the one album.
Yeah.
Like fucking 50 of them. It's
You know what I watched?
musically him, but Jackson. I mean,
Sure.
as far as performer, guy is fucking
Yeah.
lights out.
Maybe that's why I
Mm.
tend that way. 'cause
I
he's a
watched the
very good
documentary not too long ago of "We Are the World."
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you
I
watch
haven't
it?
watched it yet.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course, Michael Jackson. He's basically like he's the guy that put everything together.
Right. Him and Quincy.
Him and Quincy, and it's unbelievable how they mastermind who was singing what parts because
Mhm.
they would just take records of like Cyndi Lauper and Huey Lewis, and they had him on the ground, and they're like, all right, he's gonna sing this, she's gonna sing that, and they only had one night to take it.
Uh-huh.
But they're part of the story is they're trying to get Prince there, because it was the American Music Awards were out in L.A. and then after the Music Awards, they're
Okay.
gonna have the party at Quincy's recording studio, and they're gonna record it, and they're trying to get Prince, and they're trying to get Prince, and they get Sheila E. to come, and Sheila E's trying to get Prince to come, and she's like, "Are you inviting me to get the Prince?" Well, yeah, no shit, that's what we're trying
Yes,
to do.
exactly. So
Um,
please help us.
But like, one part of me thinks like, how badass is that Prince just told all of you, fuck off.
Yeah, he never showed up.
But then, all these years, and you have this song and you have the documentary, and there's no Prince, where there's the rest of the 80s is there. And it's like, man, it's kind of sad, but it's kind of badass that Prince is who he is. That he's just like, I'm going to do my own
it
thing.
was the most badass moment of all that?
What's that?
Bob Dylan.
You should watch the documentary, because Bob Dylan is there fucking hilarious.
Lost up there.
Well, he's high as fuck.
Fuck
Bob
yeah,
fucking Dylan.
That's the one thing I never forget is watching him up there. Like everyone's like, oh, and then he's just standing there. He's like fucking putty. Who's number 5?
The last one. You might laugh at me on the last one.
We're not laughing at anything.
There's no laughing. No
LL Cool J.
Fucking A right. Awesome. Ladies love Cool J's.
Yep.
And
I just he's
and
different.
one of the best
different,
rapper.
Different.
Best rappers
genre.
ever.
Oh, was he, I mean, one of the first rappers you remember? Like
One of the first rappers, but then he just kept going. He just kept going, right? And I think like things just kept getting better.
And then he was an actor.
And he's an actor, and he's just fucking cool.
Right. No, I totally agree. I
What's
love
in
LL.
his name? You know, like.
And I'll always argue.
He's
Everyone
so
always
cool.
talks
Might
about
as well be cool.
No, I've loved LL. Everyone always talks like, "Ooh, the best fucking unplugged ever." One of the best ever is LL Cool J's
LL Cool
unplugged.
J's Unplugged is really cool.
Because tell you what, before that, show me one time where you see like a fucking mega rapper on stage with a live band supporting him. You never saw that before.
Never saw it.
So that to me blew my mind, and I'm sure a lot of others. And I put it up there with all those, the Nirvanas and the fucking Alice in Chains and shit for sure. And I think it was the Roots that was playing with them.
I think Roots
Looking
were
back
playing
then, right?
Yep.
Like I didn't even know who the fuck they were
Yeah,
back then.
yeah,
But
nobody
you're
knew
like,
who the
holy
Roots
shit,
were, and
this
now
is
the Roots are
amazing.
sweet. Yep. I do have one last one that I know you're gonna make fun of me of.
Like on the bench, you know, like.
But they're on the
Six
bench.
man.
Six man.
Six
And
man.
I say this because I like them a lot.
The
but
Gerst Spotcher of your list. Follow.
I like this band, but my wife Pauline absolutely loves this band, and I can't tell you how many times she's seen. I've dropped her off at LCA the last couple of years to go see them. I didn't go in. I left. I don't know why I didn't go in to see them. New Edition.
Okay.
New Edition, the first boy band.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, and Bell Biv
We're not
DeVoe.
gonna make.
Brings me back, like New Edition
I'm not gonna
brings me
make
back to the
fun of
same
that.
same time, like I was a middle schooler.
Well,
Might as well throw R. Kelly in there too. Fucking Savage.
No. But I think New Edition, like they were
they were ahead of their time.
innovative in many ways.
Absolutely.
They're good.
And you had Bobby Brown come out of it. You had Bell Biv DeVoe.
Bell Biv DeVoe.
Fucking, I wrote him down, dude. I can't wait to
Yo.
go Bell Biv DeVoe.
I saw
you know.
I saw Bell Biv DeVoe, was it last summer? At Arts Beats and Eats in Royal Oak. They were the main.
Okay, so that was
How were they?
Monday night. They were awesome.
Good.
But
Good.
from what
Vanilla
Pauline
Ice
did,
was the Monday night. I went this year. to
Oh,
Arts
yeah?
Beats and Eats. Haven't ever gotten fucking tickets.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Arts Beats and Eats will have.
Me and
they'll
Dunkel
have
went, dude.
people.
It was
A
great.
good little
Hey,
collection.
I caught Rob Bass right in the fucking before
man.
the end, dude.
Oh,
Last
man,
summer.
Rob Bass.
That's
Young
my
MC,
that's my go-to.
CNC Music Factory, and then Vanilla Ice fucking closing that shit out. It was
Rob Bass is
amazing.
my go-to karaoke. I
Oh,
don't
shit.
I don't karaoke, but when I do,
Which one?
It Takes Two.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, bro.
no.
It Takes Two.
Woo! Are you that guy or are you?
No, I'm Rob.
Okay.
I
You
was
don't-
saying
you don't
that's
just keep going,
hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Because I remember
Yeah.
distinctly we were driving home from the Pumpkins concert in Columbus, May of 22. And my rule is if I'm fucking driving, right, I'm actually listening to my music.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, this
Right
song
about
comes
now.
on. Yes. And for the entire 5 minutes that this song plays, the person in the background is going, woo! Yeah. Never stops. And I remember saying to you and Paul, like, I've listened to this song like a million fucking times. Like, could you imagine having to be that person just going woo? Yeah, for 5 minutes straight. And I was all fucking hungover. Fucking miserable. And all I could hear was a woo! Yeah.
Was I singing that?
No, it was on the radio. It was like on
okay.
the
I feel like
and I'm just
there was
hearing
some-
that. And it's
yeah.
like, woo! fucking raw bass was sweet, though. You check our socials, YouTube. You can check out Raw
Try
Bass
it, I
singing
dare
It
you.
Takes
Oh.
Two last summer.
And you made it to the last
First.
of the video. I have an Olympic video, Olympic development shirt on.
Yes, here we are. Olympic Development 93. What up, 334?
Fucking play the number, bitch.
Hey,
Fuck
so
off.
thanks everyone. Savvy, most importantly, thank
Yeah,
you for
thank you,
showing
Savvy.
up. Check out TDaKT and all our socials. Season 4, Episode 9, SavvyMac. It takes 2 or 3, bitch. Peace.